I know that Ormiston is a trust that wants to make that biggest difference. And I know that every single day we are giving youngsters chances that they didn't have before. We're improving their educational standards, and because importantly we're giving them a wider experience of life and hopefully some passions and some interests in the future.
The Enrichment programme, which is about developing the life skills of our students, is important. And it's also important because for some students it's the spark which gets them going in terms of working towards academic achievement.
It can be sport, it can be leisure. It's one of the words we've chosen to try and expand on the fact that it's as well as, not instead of. And it could be it's part of the actual formal curriculum. Or it could be that it's an enrichment in a larger part of their life and gives them something that they wouldn't otherwise have done. People who can be team workers, people who can manage and work in a team, people who can communicate and work cooperatively with others. You only get this experience outside the formal classroom.
Well, this is the old rep, and this is part of Birmingham Ormiston Academy. The greats, the legends of theatre were here. Laurence Olivier, Edith Evans, Ralph Richardson started their careers here. Bernard Shaw's play Back to Methuselah was first produced here. The students are involved in many aspects of the theatre, from booking tickets to rehearsals to knowing how things operate backstage, all the aspects of the theatre, which is really, really important because Birmingham Ormiston Academy is an academy specialising in performing arts, and this is just a wonderful way for them to extend their experience. We have a mountain centre in Wales developed by Forge Academy, which is now able to take groups of students into that wilderness, if you like. It's a great facility, and again a question of experiences beyond students' ordinary everyday life.
I started Ormiston Horizon in September 2013 with a vision of setting up a drama department. One of my passions is the extracurricular, and that's simply because it allows our students to further develop their personalities and the skills that they want to use in their future careers.
My confidence is built so much higher than what it was when I was in year 7 and 8. I was scared to go up and do a presentation in front of the class and read out my work, but since doing drama I can feel like I can do anything in class.
I love Enrichment because it brings a lot of opportunities to me and helps me get a lot of qualifications, such as the Lambda qualification. I've done grade 5 and then I've recently just done grade 6. It has helped a lot of younger students to fit in with the school, and then they can go on to achieve greater things, such as applying for head girl.
I decided I wanted to enter my piece into the Royal Opera House fanfare competition, and the school submitted it in for me. In March I'd found out that I was one of the 10 finalists. In May I went to the Royal Opera House and had my piece played by some of the members from the Royal Opera House Orchestra. I also got a backstage tour. Later in May I returned to the Royal Opera House to see the Royal Ballet perform, and my fanfare was also played for the very first time. It's boosted my confidence an awful lot.
I think that going away, our youngsters get responsibility. We have head boys, head girls, prefects. We have opportunities for youngsters to be house captains, a variety of different opportunities within our academies already for people within the formal curriculum to take responsibility. But when they're away, or when they're doing an outside activity or an extended day activity or enrichment activity, there is an opportunity for people to step up. Some of our best enrichment activities are led and supported by the students themselves and their own interests.
Hi, my name's Ethan and I go to Ormiston Sheffield Community Academy, and Sheffield always offers after-school clubs like photography. For me, photography is a hobby, but it's something I would like to pursue in the future. Photography benefits me in many different subjects, for example, ITT, as it could be used to enhance my presentations and web pages.
The aims of the Combined Cadet Force are to develop leadership skills, a sense of responsibility and duty, confidence, self-reliance and resourcefulness in our young people.
Since joining cadets, I've learned how to control myself better in lessons and have more respect for the teachers.
There's a lot of research that says that the highest achieving schools also have wide enrichment extracurricular activities. I think it's very hard to disaggregate one from the other. They have wider experiences, they understand the need and desire to excel, to work together, to really expand their interests and horizons, then I do think it will have a read across in their academic ability. I think we need to be realistic. It's not an easy time financially. And although we have some generous sponsorship from Ormiston Trust, and although Ormiston Academy's Trust put in as much as they can, I know that we need to look imaginatively, which is why we've set up partnerships. We want youngsters to have those chances, but we also need you as principals and the community to be ambitious about looking for pockets of funding, charitable opportunities, so that our youngsters get the advantage they need. I would like to make sure that OAT was the very premium in terms of making sure that we show that all our youngsters get experiences that we can guarantee.
I'm deeply passionate about the enrichment programme. I really feel very, very excited about what's happening.